It was moving. And he didn't think at all. He just picked up his axe and he went chop, 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 straight through. Now you see, we call them worms, not dragons. And this here worm, well, it did what all worms do. The ends just tootled round. The front end with its little legs turned around, and the back legs with its swishing long tail just turned around. And there it was, cut ends facing him, and him with an axe and a piece of cheese. And then he smelt it. The breath. You didn't need flames. God, it stank. Woof. And so what did he do? He doesn't know why to this day. He threw the lump of cheese really hard, straight in its mouth. And that shut it up. He laughed. You're not supposed to laugh at a dragon. But he did. And he took up his axe again. And he went for the tail bit first. And he went a chop, a chop, a chop, chop, chop. Well, a worm may be able to live in 2, but in 8, the tail bit fell. But the head with its smell and its giant piece of cheese in its mouth, it was writhing around. You didn't know that Somerset dragons don't like cheddar cheese. Well-known fact. It was allergic. It seemed to make its whole face shrink. So there he was with his axe, watching as the dragon seemed to shrink inside itself. And a stick suddenly appeared in his hand. Ah, firewood. And he ran towards the dragon. Stick, axe, stick, axe, stick, axe, axe. And there it was, in pieces, on the ground. Well, he was then a bit embarrassed. I've killed the worm. I don't know quite what to do. Firewood, he thought, firewood. So he sort of scraped all the pieces together and got the firewood, made one of those triangular fires. I don't know why. Why do you make triangular? But you do. And he set it on fire. It burnt with a terrible smell. But he didn't stay. He picked up a tiny bit of wood, because most of it he'd used on the bonfire, and wandered off down the hill, because he'd missed his lunch. The worm had eaten his cheese, and he desperately wanted his whortleberry pie.